I hope that the connection is going to be good for you so that you can ask me questions and we can have a nice talk about languages again today. It's nice to be back live. Hello, hello. Hey, teacher Susanna, zdravo. Hi, yeah, nice to see you. Wow, thank you so much for coming. So it's really, really good to see you. Today, actually, I'm going to be doing an interview on another channel you may have seen as well, on Maya Polyglot. So I hope you will join me for that after this live. This live, obviously, is the one that I do every week to answer your questions. Hello, everyone coming. Hello, Ashraf. Fatima. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Nice to see you all. Thank you so much for coming. Hello from Iran. Hello. Nice to see you. I've got lots of new friends from Iran. I'm very, very happy. It's an absolute pleasure to see you here on this channel. Thank you so much for following from Iran. I think now, after getting all of these new friends from Iran joining me, I'm going to have to learn Farsi, right? Who's going to help me learn Farsi? What do you think? Hey, PhD linguist, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, I think I've got to be honest, you're from Milan. Nice to see you from Milan, Gabriela. Hello. Yasu tikaneme. Kala. Nice to see you all joining. Well, thank you so much. So many of you joining. Fantastic. It's really, really good to have you all with us, or with me today. And thank you. Who speaks Finnish? Wow, nice to see you all joining. Salam, salam. Nice to see you. Salam from Iran. Salam, salam. Hello from Egypt. Wow, lots of great people coming in. Thank you for joining me. So I'm getting some questions which are coming in. Привет, привет. Hello from Taiwan. Hello from Taiwan. Hello, ni hao. And I'm getting saluton. I'm getting lots of nice things in lots of different languages, which is lovely. Like I said, a fan from Iran. Very nice to see you from Iran. Wow, lots of great people from Iran joining. Salam, salam. Great to see you. Wow, thank you so much. How is my Greek? Τα ελληνικά για εμένα είναι μια γλώσσα μιλάω μόνο στην Ελλάδα, γιατί πηγαίνουμε σιγά στην Ελλάδα, γιατί είναι πολύ κοντά από εδώ, μένω στα Σκόπια. Δηλαδή είναι μόνο διπλά μας και περίπου 2-3 ώρες με το αυτοκίνητο μας από εδώ και πηγαίνουμε σιγά στη Θεσσαλονίκη και στη Χαλκιδική για διακοπές. Και κανονικό μιλάω ελληνικά εκεί. Εδώ στα Σκόπια, στο κέντρο, δεν υπάρχει κανένα ελληνική γλώσσα. Δεν μπορώ να μιλήσω ελληνικά εδώ, αλλά σιγά πηγαίνουμε και δηλαδή μιλάω και δεν είναι τόσο μεγάλο πρόβλημα για εμένα να μιλήσω. Τι νομίζεις, εντάξει είναι? Μπράβο, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Μια χαρά, ευχαριστώ. Please speak Persian. I'm going to learn Persian now, Samia. Now I've got all of you great friends from Iran. I think that I have to learn Persian. It feels like it's the right thing to do. So who's going to help me with Persian? Going to help me with Farsi? I would love to see that. What were your Czech resources when you were first learning books? So good question about Czech. So I studied Czech at university in Czech Republic in Prague, and we used actually resources just from the university. So some books, but also just some things that they had going on while we were there. So there wasn't a particular, I think there was one course book which was called Čeština pro pokročilé, which means Czech for advanced students. And we used that. And then we just used sort of literature and poems and different things and songs. So yeah, there were lots of things that we used for Czech. Hej från Sverige. Hej, hur mår du där? Går det bra? Nice to see you all joining. Wow. So many nice people sending me lots of hearts. Lots of these hearts coming from Iran. I love that you use hearts so much and flowers in Iran. You're so warm. You're such nice people. Wie geht es dir dann? Ja, mir geht's gut, danke. Wie geht's dir, Langmut? Ja, schön dich zu sehen. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much for all of these hearts. Wow, I'm overwhelmed with the outpouring of love. Thank you so much. Can I speak Swedish? Ja, det kan jag. Jag har lärt svenska på universitetet i Storbritannien. Så jag pratar svenska. Jag studerade bara 2 år, men ja, det går bra. Jag använder det också för i Sverige för mina studier. Jag har studerat många språk på universitetet i Sverige också. Så ja, det går bra. Hello. Where's Maya? I don't know where Maya is. She will be coming soon. So I'm having the interview with her on her channel after this interview. So you'll be able to join us then. I think it is going to be at 10:30 Tehran time on her channel. So she will be calling the channel, which is fantastic. Okay. 你好吗？我很好，谢谢。你呢？你好吗？ Okay. How do I learn language by myself without any classes? Every day, study, give yourself some goals, make sure that you put some time in your calendar when you say, okay, this time in the morning, I study my language. At least twice a week, you need to do active study. And then after that, you should be doing just checking over the materials, making sure that you know what you're studying, and you can look back a week or two later, check that you're meeting your goals. That's the really important thing if you're studying languages without a class. Can I speak French? Bien sûr, je parle français. Je parle aussi avec ma fille. Donc, pour moi, c'est une langue que je parle à la maison. Et j'adore ça. Please speak Persian. I wish, if only I could. Richard Hastam, is that right? I am Richard in Persian. I'm going to start learning now. So I can say very few things. Unfortunately, I know very strange words because there's words that I know from Turkish or I know from other languages that are Persian words, because of course Farsi Persian has had a great impact on a number of languages, and you can hear it in a lot of places. Mitakulo, ja, hyvä, kiitos. Mitakulo sinänen. Mitakulo sinulla. Okay. 会说中文吗？中文吗？我会说一点儿。我在念的大学学习中文，但是我住在马其顿，我在马其顿都没有中国人因为我都不可以说中文。Okay, can you introduce self-reading book for Korean for learner from beginners? I can show you a book, actually, I think. My friend had a book, and it should be here somewhere on here. I'm just going to quickly look and see if I can see it. Let me see if I can find it for you, and I'll show you the book. 1 second. So, hopefully I can find it. If I can't, then otherwise, here it is. Here we go. So this book was written by one of my friends called Judith Maya, and it's a book by Teach Yourself, and it's Korean script hacking. So you could check this book out if you want to learn how to write Korean. And there are lots of exercises in the book that you can use to teach yourself Korean, and there's space as well to write. So you could use that. That's just one example of a book for learning to write Korean that I have. I think it's available as well in digital format, so you can get it digital format too. So there you go. And if you want the ISBN number, it's on the back, but I think it's easy to find. Korean script hacking. So have a lot of that. Please speak a bit of Persian. I'm going to have to learn some Persian, aren't I, to get to speak to you guys. Lots of you are asking me to speak Persian. I love that you're doing this. You were asked with my friend Mahia. Now I am proud of you. Thank you very much. I'm very glad. She's a lovely, lovely person, and extremely very good at her languages as well. Really, really good. So anyone who doesn't know this, I'm speaking yeah, I'm speaking to Maya on Instagram after this. We're having an interview, so I'm really looking forward to that. And so let me see. Great man, pleasure. Thank you very much for all of this. You're very, very kind with your words. Thank you. Do I speak Korean? Unfortunately, no, I don't. I'm getting things here in. Unfortunately, some of the writing is a little bit small for me on the phone, so it's a little bit difficult to read. But yes. So yes, in an hour. So Polyglot Pedram, it will be in about 1 hour's time. We will be speaking with Maya on Instagram. Have you tried Asian languages? Successful in them? So yes and no. I've studied a number of Asian languages. I just tend to stick to languages that I want to study to a high level, languages that I get to use in my normal life. So they tend to be languages in Europe, and languages I use for work and family. And Asian languages I don't get to use for work or my family. I guess if you count Turkish, then Turkish. But otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's mainly European languages that I mainly focus on. They're the ones that I take to higher levels generally. Hello, hola desde Buenos Aires. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Muy bien. With your wow, German, fantastic. Well, you're going to learn German in Germany. Where are you going in Germany? A lot of when I lived there, I mean, there was no other way. You just have to speak German in Germany. I find, and you speak a lot. Can you learn 2 languages at the same time? Yes, you can. Do it. Try it. If you want to try learning language at a time, you can definitely try. See how it goes, how much time you've got. Obviously, the more languages you learn at the same time, the less time you have for each individual language. So my advice is always see how it goes. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, you can always go back to a language. I'm just checking on Facebook because I see, hello, people are arriving on Facebook too. That's really good to see you all coming in. Hi, Marcos. Hi, Pete. Chanel, nice to see you. How are you doing? Aslan, nice to see you here on Facebook. Oh, o Gymru. Oh yeah, hello. Sut mae pethau'n mynd yn Nghymru rwan? Efo'r virus ma. Okay, yeah. Oh, Yasu Katerina. Tikanis. Saluton. Saluton. Ĉu fartas bone? Hello, Kiel fartas. Let's see. Nadia, hello. I really enjoyed my children's Q&A chat. Thank you very much, Nadia. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed speaking about it. Καλά τα ελληνικά σου. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ να το ακούσω αυτό, γιατί για εμένα μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ. Μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ ελληνικά. Για εμένα είναι μια γλώσσα πάρα πολύ όμορφη. Και ναι. Die Roig Chara. Die Roig Chris. Konos Tatu. Hello, you're very much. Thank you very much, Mahmoud. You're very kind for saying such nice things about me. Привет. Как всегда, интересуем твои твоя транзакция. Ага, транзиция. Спасибо. Спасибо, Лена. Как дела? Хорошо? Ага. Os brasileiros aprendem. Você fala português? Sim, também falo português. Falo, Daniel. Tudo bem? Sim, falo português. Votre français est superbe. Merci, c'est très gentil. J'adore le français. En fait, c'est la langue que je parle avec ma fille. On parle ça à la maison, mais aussi on parle les autres langues aussi, que j'ai appris quand j'étais plus jeune. Donc on apprend, je fais avec elle allemand, espagnol aussi. Donc français, anglais bien sûr, et macédonien avec. Что думаешь, значит, изучаться казахского языка? Да, я бы хотел, потому что нет, потому что я думаю, что это очень тоже. Каждый язык для меня очень красивый. И я думаю, что надо говорить чуть-чуть. И если я могу только чуть-чуть говорить по-казахски, я бы хотел. Потому что нет, я думаю, что это очень красивый язык. А ты говоришь по-казахски тоже? Надя. Ага, окей. 谢谢。我不知道，我中国非常非常错，不太好，不太好，谢谢。Okej. Cześć, proszę z Toronto. Cześć, jak się mamy? Jak się mamy, Wojtek? Okay. Ken, nice to see you. Speak some Thai. พูดภาษาไทยนิดหน่อยไทยครับมาคอมเพนคนไทยครับ But yeah, I think for learning Thai, I have never studied it. I only know Thai because my stepmom is from Thailand, and I learned bits of Thai when I was growing up as a child. But I don't really speak it very well anymore because I never get to use it. Of course. Kun je Nederlands spreken? Ja, dat kan ik wel. Hoe gaat het met jou, Tom? Goed? Geweldig. Leuk om je te zien, hè? Ja, bedankt voor de vraag. Voor de vraag, ja, is goed. Even kijken. Waar ben je? In Nederland of een ander land? Ik ben tegenwoordig in Macedonië, maar ik heb in Nederland gewoond. Oké, saludos desde México. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Pues a ver, con la conferencia tenemos noticias que vamos a hacer la conferencia este año, una conferencia global, porque como que tenemos muchos problemas con la conferencia en México, sería bastante difícil porque como con el virus tal y cual, vamos a tener que esperar un año más para ir a México, desgraciadamente. Pero vamos a tener algo muy, muy padre, como se dice en México, en línea. Así que vamos a tener más noticias este domingo, es decir, en la página Polyglot Conference, aquí en Facebook, podéis ir a ver lo que vamos a decir sobre la conferencia políglota. Muy bien. So, I am seeing, where else is this being broadcast? It's being broadcast on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. So it's on 3 channels, and it's just because some people have access to one channel and not the other, and it's nice to try and catch as many people as I possibly can while I do it. So I try and do it on all 3. And I try and take it in turns to go through the questions to make sure I get through as many as I possibly can. So if I don't get to your question, please do excuse me. I'll do my best. Can I speak Malayalam? No, I can't speak Malayalam, unfortunately. A number of languages I can't speak. I can't speak a lot more languages than I can speak. That is the definite thing. I love all the languages I ever hear. I love all languages. Which one do you prefer, Michel Thomas or Pimsleur? Michel Thomas. I think I prefer Michel Thomas. Pimsleur I've used. I used it to learn Hungarian once. I don't think it's a bad course at all. Not potentially for me overall, although I would use it again. I mean, I like it. I also liked, so Michel Thomas, I did the Japanese one for that, and I enjoyed doing it. Some book for learning Korean. I haven't really studied Korean myself yet, so it's difficult to recommend things, but I know that if you follow our dear friend Lindy Bortas, she will be able to recommend something for Korean. So Lindy is spelled Lindie, and Bortas Botes, and she has a great Instagram channel, and I believe Facebook too, and she has some fantastic things. She learns Korean, she loves Korean, so she would give you some really good advice on Korean, a lot better than I could give. Ciao, tutto bene? Ja. Dir geht's auch gut, dann ja gut, mal gucken. Okay, Frau, kleine Tochter, ja okay. Und so okay, Fans. Ja, vielen Dank, das ist ganz nett von dir. Ja, das ist gern. Ich mache das ganz gern, muss ich sagen. Ich finde es total toll. Ich meine, mit Leuten über Sprachen zu reden, das ist für mich wirklich eine Ehre. Ich finde es sehr schön, um sowas zu machen. Und ja, ich bin ganz, ganz froh. Can I speak Arabic? أنا طالب اللغة العربية ولكن أنا لا تتكلم لغة عربية. No, unfortunately, my Arabic is very, very basic. I can't speak it actively very well. Hyvä. Kiitos paljon. Do you know Farsi? Unfortunately, no, I don't know Farsi. Çok hariksan. Çok teşekkür ederim. Nasılsın? İyiyim teşekkür ederim. Sen nasılsın? İyi misin? Hello from Buenos Aires. Hello. Zdravo dijan, kako si? Dobra si? Super, da vidim tamo. Odlično. Can you show your books? My books. There are so many of them. So many. If you tell me, I tell you what, honestly, like Polyglot, Pedran, if you tell me some books or languages that you'd like to see my books of, I will happily show them to you, either on photos or on my next live. I will get them ready so that I can show you. There are just so many of them up here above me, and it would take me forever. I would just basically spend this lifetime looking for books if I were to show you them all. Talk to me in Korean. I honestly don't speak Korean, but thank you for asking. I don't. Belaruskaya, I understand some Belarusian, obviously, because I speak a number of Slavic languages, studied, I think, 7 or 8 Slavic languages. So I understand Belarusian, just don't speak it, unfortunately. I went to Belarus and I could read the signs and I could read certain things, and I picked up a couple of books to learn the language. I've not yet got to it, but I find that it's, unfortunately for me, some languages are so similar to languages I already speak. I find it gets a little bit confusing. So I decide that I normally want to just familiarize myself with them. Tips for Russian. Russian, slowly but surely. Don't get confused by the cases, just learn it in context. That's my tip for Russian. I've got to be honest, it's one of the things. 30 minutes par jour, c'est largement suffisant. Oui, à mon avis aussi, hein, Jean-Baptiste, je crois que tu as raison là. Si ouais, ça dépend de ce que tu fais, en fait, si tu fais par exemple une langue plus compliquée ou différente que la langue que tu parles déjà, ou les langues que tu parles déjà, peut-être un peu plus, juste pour apprendre à écrire bien, par exemple avec le chinois ou le japonais ou quelque chose comme ça, juste quelques heures par semaine, juste uniquement pour progresser un peu plus dans la langue. Mais je dirais aussi en général, une demi-heure, ça suffit. Hein. Si on fait ça chaque jour, on va voir des progrès énormes, à mon avis. Hein. How long does it take you to become fluent in a language? On average. So I'd say that it's difficult to say what I can speak fluently or not. I always like to say that basically when it comes to a language and language learning, each language is different. If I learn a language that's similar to ones that I already speak, then of course I'm going to be able to communicate much more quickly. But if it's a language that's very, very different, then it takes a long, long time, like for everything else. But to speak a language well and to have it really ingrained always takes a long time. It's very difficult to give a time exactly because it depends on many, many factors. What's going on in my life, what's happening at work, how I'm feeling. Lots and lots of things affect how we learn languages and how long it takes to learn languages, and also how intensively we're doing it as well. Are we in the country? Are we watching films? Are we watching TV? Are we listening to the radio? Are we doing lots of things? Can I speak Turkish? Evet. Türkçe biliyorum. Evet. Burada Türkçe öğrendim. Ben Üsküp'te yaşıyorum. Ben burada Türkçe 3. dildir ve Arnavutçadan ve Makedoncadan sonra çok sık burada Türkçe konuşabilirim ve şimdi evet ben artık iki sınavı yaptım. B1 kadar öğrendim ve şimdi iyice konuşurum. Evet. Esperanto parlanto ĉi. Mi parolas Esperanto, mi eklernis Esperanton en la universitato en Britio, sed mi nur en Makedonio mi tute ne havas Esperantan grupon, kaj mi ne uzas ĝin. Mi nur uzas ĝin en la Polyglot gathering, ke mi partoprenis ĉe semajno, kaj mi parolas ĝin, sed mi ne eblas uzi ĝin ĉi tie en la urbo mem, kaj ankaŭ en interreto. Mi povas paroli nuntempe kun vi Esperanto, sed mi tute ne uzas ĝin ĉiutago. Sed mi ŝatas, mi pensas ke ĝi estas ankaŭ tre bela lingvo. Mi ŝatas tutaj lingvoj en la tuta mondo. How long does it take you to live? Okay, I've seen that one. How do you memorize the meanings and readings of kanji? With great difficulty. It takes me a long time to do it. I can read some kanji pretty well because I studied Chinese for 3 semesters in Sweden. So I don't know how many I know. I always find it weird when people say how many kanji they know. I really honestly cannot say. But I learned them as Chinese characters first, and I studied a semester of Japanese too. But in terms of my ability to speak Japanese, for example, is pretty poor. Chinese a little bit better. I can understand and speak it a little bit better, but still, it's not amazing. Yeah, teach yourself. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for putting down the name of that Judith Meyer's book. That's fantastic. I'm getting the question, do I speak Persian? I want to. Do I know Norwegian? Jeg lærte norsk, men jeg snakker ikke så godt nå. Jeg snakker bedre svensk. For meg det på universitetet i Britannien. Jeg har studert svensk, men jeg var i Norge, og jeg gjorde en projekt der lærer meg norsk. Jeg reiste i Norge, og jeg snakker med folket på norsk, men jeg prater aldri norsk nå, her i Makedonia, men jeg forstår godt. Ja, det ikke problem. Can I play chess? That's a really interesting question. I've never been asked that before. No, I can't. Well, I can, but not very well. I would never say that I'm a chess player. I know the rules, but I'm not very good at it. Greetings from Venezuela. Greetings. Hello. Nice to see you from Venezuela, Suzanne. Okay. Okay, so live video. Let me see. How about Persian? I don't speak Persian. I know I'm getting asked that question a few times, but I don't, unfortunately. I wish I will, and I will learn it now. I've got so many new Persian fans. I would definitely learn it. Iranian fans are fantastic. Academically, some languages I learned at university, some languages I taught myself. So, for example, my home language is Macedonian. I taught it myself. I learned it with just speaking to people. Same with German, which is one of my stronger languages. I learned it just by talking to people in Germany. But other languages I have a degree in. So I have a degree in French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. I studied Swedish at university for 2 years. I studied an advanced diploma in Czech studies. I also have studied at colleges and institutions. So I studied at university in Sweden. I did Chinese there, Arabic. My Arabic is not very good, my spoken Arabic, but I studied at university in Leiden and then also in Dalarna in Sweden. And then I also studied Japanese in Sweden and Georgian in Sweden. Then I studied at a few colleges for different languages in different parts of the world, like Turkish. I studied in Skopje. I did the Yunus Emre courses for Turkish, and I really enjoyed them. Love from Iran. Nice to see you. Thank you, Mohi. That's very kind of you. How can we learn other languages easier? Suggestions. Okay, so the easiest way to learn a language is to fall in love with a language. That's the easiest. There's no easier way. If you fall in love with a language, like if you fall in love with another person, you spend all of your time thinking about the person, or in the case of a language, the language, and therefore you learn it very, very quickly, very, very easily. That's the best advice I can give. Fall in love with the language you want to speak. And sometimes that means falling in love with a lot of languages if you want to be, if you like lots of languages and being a polyglot is your thing. So talk a little bit about languages and its similarities. So languages and the similarities of languages. Good question, Fernando. So I'd say that that there are different languages, obviously, in different language families. So if you learn a language family, it's quite good to learn a couple of the languages, or at least one of the languages in that family really well. I put a post on this on my Instagram page. So if anybody wants to see this post, it's kind of about talking about anchor languages. And the idea of anchor languages, which is a very good question, is that you basically, I'm on the wrong thing for my, never mind. I've just realized that I'm on the Polyglot conference site, aren't I, for my live chat instead of my Speaking Fluently on YouTube. I'm so sorry about that. It seems to mess up my logins for some reason on this browser. It's done it once before, and I thought I had it fixed. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm so sorry. But now you can see why I'm not answering on that one as much. I was looking at the wrong one. But Yes, in terms of like anchor languages, so the anchor languages that I talk about are, you basically have a language family like the Romance languages. And for me, my anchor languages in the Romance family are French, Spanish, and Italian is a minor anchor language for me. And then Portuguese is another probably minor anchor language. But that means that basically, because I speak those four pretty well, I have a degree in them. I and I also use two of them at home as home languages. It means that when I learn other languages that are similar, I find that it really helps me to improve my vocabulary and understanding of the other languages of the group, because you find that one word that's used for like poetry in one language will be used as a very normal word in the other. And so you kind of get 2 for 1 on that. You get an extra word that you wouldn't have maybe known in the language. An example I like to give is, so in Portuguese, the word to say to live is morar. In Spanish, morar as a verb exists. It means to dwell in Spanish, more poetic. So you find this extra word in Spanish that's like more poetic and used in poetry and really cool. And then in Portuguese, it's a regular word. So when you learn one, you learn the difference. And I find that really, really interesting when you learn languages of the same family. The key is to try and keep them separate, different, apart. That takes time and that takes practice. Wow, hello. Wow. Do you have advice about Norwegian with English at the same time? Learning Norwegian and English at the same time. Is that what you mean? I'm not quite sure if you meant where do I live. So at the moment I am in Skopje in North Macedonia. Hello from Iran. Hello from Iran. Hello to everyone. Salam. Salam. Nice to see you. You're moving to Saarland. Okay, so German, really people speak English there. Okay, you're a person to about. Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you for all of your nice comments. It's very sweet. How do you learn more languages in little time? So there's no magic pill. There's no magic trick. It's literally you have to study. Falling in love with a language is the most important thing, because that way you are constantly thinking about it. Imagine that your language is your new best friend, your new partner, and you really want to speak it well. How can you learn Swedish? Okay, so I learned Swedish in a very odd way because I was at university, and so we spent a year just learning how to pronounce it properly. And our teacher said at the end of the year, if anything else, you will be able to read the IKEA catalogue. And he was right. We could read the IKEA catalogue and pronounce the words. But yeah, it just takes time with Swedish. At least you have in Swedish a lot of sounds in Swedish than there are in English. So really making sure you get the first lessons right is important with Swedish. Speak English, please. I'm speaking English, Fatima. Nice to see you, Fatima. According to your opinion, what does a person say who speaks a language? Any number of words known. I think for that, you would need to look at I actually talked about this, what it means when you speak a language at the Polyglot Gathering, which was an event this weekend that just went. It's a sister event to the event that I look after at Polyglot Conference. And I talk on this very topic of what it means to say you speak a language. It's not easy to define that because, and it took me an entire presentation to get to my conclusion. So hopefully that video will be out and you will see soon. Unless I make, after the video comes out, maybe I'll make have a sort of one of these live sessions just talking about that. Okay, I will speak a little Persian with Maya later. I'm going to make sure I revise some Persian for I say to you. I can see that you like that. Mi laboras en interreto con sajn medioj kaj mi uzas miajn lingvojn pri tio, kaj ĝi estas la mia laboro. Mi parolas pri mono. Okay. Dankon por via legado. Dankon. ¿Tú hablas malama? No, I don't. No hablo malama. No hablo. How in Swedish? Okay, I think some of these questions are being repeated on here. So the Polyglot conference, there will be more information on the Polyglot conference social media pages on Sunday. We'll have a live session about that. Right now on Facebook, I'm on the Polyglot conference Facebook page by mistake. We'll be putting be on it properly about the Polyglot conference on Sunday, answering questions about it and also explaining what's happening with it. How do I stay motivated while learning different languages? Very easy. I love languages and I fall in love with them. I really enjoy them. They take me on a journey and I enjoy them. Right now, I'm seeing so much love from Iran that it's making me want to learn Farsi more and more. If I see many more Iranians, I think I'm going to become Iranian. I'd love that. I would love to speak Persian. Merhaba, merhaba. Wow, saludos desde España. Hola, ¿qué tal? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Qué tal, Antonio? ¿Estás bien? Teach you some words beginning. Okay. Please do teach me some, Nahid. Teach me some Persian. I would love to learn some Persian. Hello is salam. Salam. Salam. Where am I from? I'm from the United Kingdom originally. I've not lived there for a long time, but I'm from the United Kingdom. How are you? Hobby. Hobby. Is that right? Hobby? Okay. Merci. Merci. Hobby. And okay. How can you learn languages easier? Okay, I've answered that one, I think. Love from Iran. Love to all of the people from Iran. You're all writing such nice things from Iran. Thank you. Pictures. Yeah, I'll take some pictures of my book. Just let me know, Anastasia, which kind of books you'd like to hear about, and I'll look for the ones that are relevant. But happy to do that, of course. Come stai? Bene, grazie. Come va? Tutto bene? Ah, Micheline, va bene, tutto bene? In Italia adesso no? Dove sei? Yeah, хорошо. For learning Norwegian language and English at the same time. Okay, we've had that one. Any tip off related to German word order? That takes a lot of, Roger, that takes practice. What I'd say is, hear German word order. This are tricks I did. When you have German word order, try and speak English with German word order. And try and do it. It almost sounds like Yoda speak, as they say from Star Wars. Try and do that, and it helps you to get your brain used to the German, and then just start using the German words instead, just to get yourself used to it. So you say, for example, I don't know, you can kind of think of how you would say, es wäre cool, wenn ich Deutsch sprechen könnte. Cool if I to speak German could. There you go. So you would get the German sentence, put into English, but just try and say things in a German order in English to play with it. And that helps you play with the language and the word order to see how it works, and it makes it feel more natural. When you then go back into German, start using it. I find it quite help, these kind of literal translations almost useful. Okay. Speak Spanish. Español, vale. Pues hablo español. Hablo español casi todos los días. ¿Qué tal estamos? Estamos bien. What's your favorite language? German is my favorite language, Anastasia. I love German. I learned it with children, and I think when you learn language with children, it's particularly special. Jestem multaj ĉi tie. Mi ŝatus tion. Ĉi estas bonanero. Mi tute ne scias tion. Ĝi estas urbo. Ne scias pri tio. Wow, I'm excited. Yeah, me too. Mohi, thank you very much. Can I speak Persian? Salam, salam. Fala of other countries. Salam. Hobby, is that right? Hobby. How are you? How many words should you learn for? Okay, I think we've got to a lot of these. I'm just going to check on some of the other channels to see where it is. Hello from Colombia. Hello. Wow. Richard, what are the main differences between the Polyglot Gathering and the Polyglot Conference? Good question about that. I would say that the Polyglot Conference is the first of its kind. So it was the first Polyglot event that I set up in 2013. Judith Meyer and Chuck Smith came to that event. Judith Meyer actually spoke at the event, their friend, and then she said at the end of it, I'd love to do something in Europe following year based on an Esperanto type event, because she had a lot of experience with those kinds of events. And then the following year in 2014 was the very first Polyglot gathering, which was in Berlin, and they had a big space that they had with 300 people or so in the very first one, which is bigger than the first conference. So it grew from there really, and they adopted a lot of Esperanto things that they do, like incorporated a lot of those kind of ideas. Like they have a bufeo, which is a place where you can go, a cafe and a place to sit and to speak different languages, to speak Esperanto particularly. And there are differences. I mean, as I say, it's more of an Esperanto style feel to the actual physical event. I would say that the online event this year wasn't as much, but it did have, and I used Esperanto in it, which was cool. And then the Polyglot conference moves around every year. So the Polyglot gathering was in Berlin for 3 years. It went to Bratislava for 3 years, and then it was meant to be in Poland this year. Whereas the Polyglot conference goes to a different country physically each year, and has done from the very beginning. So that's one of the main differences. We also have a main theme or main themes that we celebrate each year at the Polyglot conference, whereas the gathering has a general, we're talking about anything and everything. Whereas we do tend to celebrate and focus and pick some topics that we want to concentrate on as well. We do allow like any topic, of course, but we like to have a kind of a theme about it. So that's kind of the main difference, I guess, but they're all very similar. And in terms of the people that come are really, really nice. And that's the main thing that people really like. It's the community, it's being together with other language lovers. It's really, really nice. So let me see. I'm trying to see if I can see any more questions here. How do you choose which accent? I actually, Regan, I don't choose an accent to learn. I just pick up whatever I need, and if I sound okay in a language with a different accent, then I think fantastic. For me, the pronunciation is the really important thing. What is the best sounding language to you? I love all languages, but I would say that in terms of sounds, I really like Icelandic and I really like Estonian. I think they sound very, very pretty. But I like a lot of languages, to be honest. I mean, there are so many pretty languages. But yeah, they're the ones that I've always said. I love German because I learned it with children, and so it's a very special language for me. Of course, there's language done. Okay, I think I mentioned at the beginning, Nicole, the university courses. So I won't repeat myself on that. If you want to, you can maybe look back at a bit earlier on in the recording, and you can see I mentioned quite a few. Okay, can you switch between English accents like Australian accent? Okay, do you want to hear my Australian accent? Is that what you want to hear? So basically, in the UK, we had a lot of things coming from Australia. So we had Neighbours and Home and Away, and I think that actually when you hear an Australian accent like that all the time, every day, it kind of gets ingrained into your psyche, in your head. So yeah, I can like do a kind of a fairly convincing Australian accent. It's not perfect. I'm not going to get everything right 100% of the time. But I'd say that, yeah, after listening to Australian English for a long, long time, for many years in the UK, it's a lot easier than, say, for example, somebody in like the US who really doesn't know. Generally, I'd say I find it a lot more difficult to differentiate between Australian English, British English. So is that any good for you? Ken, did you enjoy that? Mi español es muy andaluz, sí. La verdad es que aprendí español pues con malagueño en Francia y luego viví en Andalucía también. Así que mi español es bastante andaluz. Cosa con l'italiano? Va bene, grazie. Allora ho studiato italiano all'università nel Regno Unito e poi sono andato a studiare all'università di Verona, quindi di un corso intensivo di italiano avanzato a Verona, e poi dovuto anche scrivere tutto un progetto in italiano per la laurea, quindi va bene, penso che va bene, non parlo meglio delle altre lingue come che parlo a casa, per esempio spagnolo, francese, ma lo parlo bene. Mi sembra che va bene per una conversazione, certamente anche per lavoro va bene l'italiano. Insomma, così, grazie. You weren't able to hear and respond to my comment. I did, Regan. So yes, I'm trying to remember what your comment was. I had quite a few, but I'll try and go back. I don't choose an accent, Regan. I basically the accent normally chooses me if I manage to get an accent. You live in Australia, but you didn't learn the accent properly, Ken. Look, I mean, accents aren't the most important thing. I think pronunciation is the most important thing. Brent, Aussie accent, thank you. Thank you, Brent. Kia ora. It's yeah, I do like the Australian accent. It's one of the ones that I really enjoy doing. What do you think about Easy Languages on YouTube? Is that the Easy Languages YouTube channel? I think I've seen them a couple of times, and I think they were okay. I can't remember looking at them and thinking too much about them, but yeah. Quasi 100%. Grazie, Claudio. Grazie. What's your favorite false cognates? My favorite false cognates. Oh wow, I'll need to think about that. Okay, Nick. I can't think off the top of my head. Although there'll be a silence for a while. Not surprising, the Esperanto movement should offer a model as Polyglot events. Yeah, they really do. The Esperantists really do have great ideas for events. So it does make sense to have that kind of model for an event, of course. Sto studiando Hindi e tedesco e va benissimo, Daniele. Che bello. Okay. Hello, salam, salam, salam. Hello from Afghanistan. Wow, you speak fast, Dari. Fantastic. Nice to see you. Wow. What's my idea about Persian? I am going to be learning Persian. I have a new fan base in Iran, thanks to Maya. So I will be learning Persian from now on. I want to learn Persian. My friend Momo, who is actually on this as well, was on this. He sent me some sound files. Unfortunately, he sent me them before I was about to go live, so I haven't had a chance to listen to them to learn some nice things. I wish I had, but when I finish this, now I will be finishing up here now, and I will get ready for my talk with Ma in 10 minutes time, and I will hopefully say a few things to you in Persian, so please stay tuned. Come over to her channel and listen. Okay, so I haven't got anywhere near to all of your questions. You've asked me so many great questions, and I'm very, very sorry if I haven't been able to say anything. Hey, Icelandic. Hvað er að frétta á Íslandi? Já. Það er gaman. Taxi. Okay. I do have a Facebook page. I have Speaking Fluently on Facebook. So if you want to hop over onto Facebook Speaking Fluently, Speaking Fluently without the G on Twitter, and I'm Speaking Fluently as well on Instagram. So please feel free to join me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I would be very, very happy to see you and interact with you on all of my social media channels. I really enjoy it. And yes, please do join me again next week. I look forward to seeing you all again then. And for those of you on Instagram, I will see you in 10 minutes when I'm going to be invited to talk and have an interview with the wonderful polyglot from Iran, who is absolutely amazing, Maya. So I'm looking forward to that very, very much. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. See you again soon. Take care. Okay. So thank you very, very much. And there we go.